EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Newman. He's going to have to hook up to Scott. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Newman. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Raekwon Davis
busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long.
Newman.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. It got his man complete. Touchdown! Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Lumberjacks have taken the early lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Fant.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Now Lawrence. He's got his tight end Fant.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action now. Newman. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now it's Newman. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Here's Newman. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Newman. Steps away to his left. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Newman. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Newman. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now Newman on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, the 40, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, that's going to change the course of things. They had a good drive work and a chance to really open things up here in the 1st quarter. Instead, the defense, they got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they certainly did, because making that type of a play gives them confidence moving forward and maybe makes them a little more reticent on the offensive side of the ball.
Because if the touchdown had gone the other way, this thing could have started to get ugly early. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Newman. Flushed out right. He's got Fuller. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Play action, Newman. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Newman looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they'll get this down to the 10. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now Scott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Boston Scott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks have taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Judy. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Lawrence to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 27, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%. And I feel like I'm being generous with that number. A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Here's Newman to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set them back 5. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Newman. Flush to his right. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. On play action, Lawrence. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Man open. That's Anthony Schwartz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This will be caught. Judy. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Lawrence on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Forced out to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Amani Hooker. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Newman. Flush to his right. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Newman. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They go play action with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Room to run past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Newman. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete. Okure-Bunan. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. first down. Scott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They'll run with Scott. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 17. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Once more, here's Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Eckler. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Austin Eckler with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lumberjacks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Now Williams. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They go play action now. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Lawrence. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Now he steps away. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Broncos on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Play action. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he stopped immediately there. They go play action with Newman. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's caught inside the 20. Yeah, he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Eckler. Oh, and that a very short gain. They do get a first, but short pickups, not what they're looking for.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even